biggest challenge that we are facing is the skill set which is required in the industry. We have planned a 6 months internship for the students. Virtual learning, is a new way of life. It ways online learning could be a good platform, but it has to be an amalgamation of both.
Hi, my name is Prabha Anand and you're watching Education Post. Here we are at FWA Conclave 2024 and with me here is...
Dr. Ruchi Rai from GIMS.
Welcome, ma'am. First of all, I'd like to know how did this event you liked?
I have been attending this event, in the passing years as well, and I think it was a wonderful event, very well curated, and the kind of panelists and the guests that we had, that was really wonderful, and the insights shared by them on academics and industry and academia, how do we bridge the gap between industry and academia, that was pretty wonderful. So yeah, I'm sure it was a very enriching session for each one of us.
Thank you so much for this insight, ma'am. Coming to the first question, in your opinion, what is the barrier that is currently right now in the education system?
If I talk about the current scenario, I personally feel that the biggest challenge that we are facing is the curriculum which is being offered to the student, it has to be in alignment to the skill set which is required in the industry, and the exposure, industry exposure through summer internships or winter internships that the students are receiving, I believe that is not sufficient enough for the students to be well equipped for the industry. And so that is why what we have done at GIMS from this year itself, we have planned a 6 months internship for the students, so that whatever we are teaching in the classrooms, though we are focusing on the experiential learning, but still that gap remains there. So what I feel is that gap need to be incurred, and this is why our 6 months internship program is going to benefit the students in a lot of way, and I'm sure it is making the students preparing them for the industry readiness. I think that will be there. So that is one gap which I strongly believe is there in the academics and the industry.
Definitely. My next question is on that, industry academia, industry academia. So how should the industry and academia should be collaborated to get a better reach for the students?
That can be engulfed only, as I said, through training the students, and the training is required not only from the faculty end, but also from the industry end. So as what we are doing, the curriculum that we are teaching to the students, it is mandatory that few of the subjects or few of the courses are being taught by the industry experts or in amalgamation to the industry experts. That is one thing. And of course, apart from that, as in today's session also it was discussed that we should encourage the students to go for the different certifications that are not necessarily from the institute end, but also from the industry end. Like now we have portals like Swayam Plus, where the curriculum is being taught by the industry experts, and similarly we can collaborate with industry experts. As recently we have collaborated with Coursera, where you have different set of certifications, then organizing different talk series for the students, and basically that is the concept that when industry and academia will come together, then only we'll be able to engulf it. Yeah.
Basically, practical learning is more important than theoretical learning. That's all for it. So my next question is about virtual learning. Every institution is coming for that, the virtual learning. How, in your opinion, what will be the result in the long run? How will that impact the education system?
Virtual learning, is a new way of life. It is part of the curriculum, but of course it cannot replace the regular classroom teaching. It's just that virtual learning can be imbibed with the academic curriculum, with academic learning, or the academic exposure that the student gets in the physical mode in the campus. But yes, because of the distance or because of different, not due to the availability of industry experts and all, online learning can be imbibed in the curriculum, and like as I said before also, that we have certain certification programs, we have experts from the industries. It is not possible for them to come every time to the campus. So in that ways, online learning could be a good platform, but it has to be an amalgamation of both. Online learning cannot completely replace the physical learning. And one more very important thing is that even the students, it is something which has to be, the student needs to be given the right orientation, like, because we all know generally what happens, when we talk about online learning, the people do not engage themselves that seriously into that. So that orientation has to be there, and that orientation can be inculcated first from the institute side in the mind of the students, and then we can probably take it forward.
Definitely, like also virtual learning is helpful for those students who are not at that institution, near that institution, so that virtual learning can reach up to many kind of students. Definitely. Thank you so much for these insights, ma'am. It's what lovely meeting you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching Education Post.